Welcome back to the Core Cars Nukes Tech Lab. Today we're taking a look at 10 free Fire TV apps for the Fire TV. Now these are free apps that you may know about or you may not. But with millions of new Fire TV owners and the new Fire TV 4K stick coming out next week, that's probably going to bring a ton of new owners to the Fire TV. I thought this would be a great chance to show off what I think are some essential free Fire TV apps that everybody should try at least once that I really think add something to the Fire TV. Now these are in no particular order, so don't take anything from the order I show them in. I think they're all great Fire TV apps on their own. First up is Tobe TV. Now this has been around for some time. It's often listed as our best free app when we do surveys. It includes a bunch of live and on-demand content. So you do have the live linear channels here which show off like movies and different categories like documentaries, comedy, drama. It also has news platforms on here like CBS's 24/7 news feed here, ABC, CNBC, which are not live. Unlike CBS News and a couple others, these take recent news stories and put them all together in a continuous stream from their clips. Other ones like Sky News from Europe is live, Bloomberg is live, and more. You even have sports coverage here, like Fox Sports, again, not live, but all the current videos from today put together. Other ones like Stadium, which is a live 24/7 feed of shows here. And the list goes on and on. Boxing, poker, comedy, gaming, geek culture, anime, tech from CNET, and more. And it just goes on and on. And that's the live stuff where you can just turn it and let it play. They also have on-demand content that includes stuff like The Matrix, Blade Runner, Batman Forever, TV shows like Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, Unsolved Mysteries, Storage Wars, and more. So they really do a nice job of bringing together a ton of content from all over the web in one spot for free. And even if you don't think you're going to use that a lot, just having an ability there is really nice. I think you'll get a lot from it. Next up is Twitch. Now, you may know Twitch. It's an Amazon-owned streaming service now as a gaming service. It has all this gaming, people playing video games. I don't want to watch that. Increasingly, they're launching other content. Stadium, for example, has just announced that they're going to start a weekly show where they're going to play classic ACC football games on here with commentary from people who are in the game or very familiar with it. And you can follow along. They've done stuff, series like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. They've done all that. Power Rangers, classic Doctor Who, Bill Ross, the painter. All kinds of content from him in here, and of course it still is a ton of video game related content. Here's a cooking show right there and more. There are comedy stuff in here. One that over there, Comedy Networks, does bring their comedy content to Twitch. They also bring Thursday Night NFL Football on here for free from Amazon. It's part of their deal. You don't need to be an Amazon Prime member to watch Thursday Night NFL Football on Twitch. So it really is a great option. They did, like, for instance, the presidential debates recently were streamed down there for free and was amazingly good quality. So keep that in your back pocket, because increasingly there's just a lot of weird content going on there. Power Rangers to stuff like classic Doctor Who. Next up is Weather Nation. So we're in the middle of hurricane season. There's already been a couple big hurricanes in the United States. Even if you're not a big weather buff, I should say, I would keep Weather Nation on here. So it is a free 24/7 weather network. And when you first launch it, you get this kind of feed here. It shows you your current temp. You can see monthly forecasts, on-demand radar. But you can also click on here and go full screen into this 24/7 live feed of weather. I'm not going to click on it too long because I don't want a complaint to come down to say I was copywriting their content. But it is a great 24/7 feed of weather. When the hurricanes happen, they have people on the scene. It's a great replacement for the Weather Channel. If you're looking for that, highly recommend it. And for the same reason, I'm going to recommend CBS News. Now, there's other ones like Pluto, but if you don't want to get Pluto, I would still put CBS News on your Fire TV, because you never know when there's big news events. So you get this 24/7 live feed. If you pull down, you can get all kinds of additional stories. If you want to go back and look and like, hey, I want to look at something about the Australian, 2 Mississippi inmates escape, and you can click on just get that story. Again, I'm not going. And then if you hit back, you can go a little bit more in depth and get more stories and details about it. They also now have a CBS Sports version of this, which will also just play news and sports clips about sports, not live sports, but it's all the recaps, the sports clips, everything. They do a really good job at it. I would recommend you check that out on there. So CBS News, again, even if you're not a sport or news fan, it's a great way that if there is a major news event happening, that you can be aware of it and get your hands on some current live news to be up to date on what's happening in the world. Next up is Movies Anywhere. Now this is not necessarily a free service because you have to buy the content somewhere to get access to it, but what it does is it allows you to access your videos and movies from all kinds of different places. Apparently I'm not logged in, but the idea here is you create a free account and then you can sync your content from iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, Vudu, Fandango, Microsoft TV, and Movies, and have it all in one spot, which is really great. So now you say, hey, I have this stuff that's on iTunes, I have this stuff that is on Google Play or Vudu because it was a special deal or a sale and I took advantage of it. With Movies Anywhere, you can have it in one spot. Now, not all movies and TV, or all movies I should say, will be included, but they're doing a really good job of getting more and more movies included with this. I love the idea that all my movies can be in one spot for the most part. Disney and all kinds of others are a part of this deal, so you can access it right there. So Movie Anywhere, it used to be called Disney Movies Anywhere, now it's just Movies Anywhere. Highly recommend it, especially if you used to be a Google Play or an Apple TV owner and you want to take your stuff over to the Fire TV. Next up is an example of what I think you should look for. Now this is one of my local TV stations, Central Texas News Now. Most TV markets now have one or more of their TV stations that offer an app on the Fire TV, and it allows you to do things like watch replays, live news, or replays of current news. You can go in here and you can get weather, and you can get anytime you want it, live weather recap on here. Of course, it's going to show me the on-demand stuff, but if I click over here, I guess they're live right now, so it may just be showing a live feed, but often if they're not live, you'll get a little like 5 or 10 minute recap of local weather. Here we go. So here's like a recap of my weather. Anytime I want to watch it, I can do that. I can see others. There's also a news tab, so I can go up here and rewatch past news brief airings if it's not live right now. I can go in here and look at current stories about different things, high school football, and so forth. So I highly recommend you check this out. If you haven't, search for your local news TV stations. Often you have to do their call letters, where you may just think of it as ABC 25. Where you live, you may have to ensure, like in my Grand Rapids, WOOD for the NBC station Grand Rapids. You may have to search for that. So I would recommend you add your local news. You never know when it's great. I do love it because then I don't have to worry about watching news when it's live. I can always just go on here and get the replay whenever I want it. Next up is Sony Crackle. Now, if you love free movies and TV shows, I'm going to show off a couple of services here to do that. We already showed Tobe TV, but Sony Crackle is another one. It's owned by Sony, so of course you can get a ton of the Sony content, and it's 100% free. They will try to make you think you need an account. You don't. You can, this little skip button right down there, you can click on that to go over it and not create an account. If you create an account though, you can do things like save your progress, come back to it, watch it on multiple devices, and it tracks what you've already watched. And there's a lot of good content in here. Ocean's 11, the original Ghostbusters, Alpha's Uprising. They have a lot of horror Halloween content right now, and a lot of big name movies and TV shows that you would expect. So I would definitely encourage you to check out Sony Crackle. See here if I can get out. Yep, there we go. I want to leave that. I highly recommend that you check it out. That it does have a ton of different content on it that is free. It also rotates a lot of Seinfeld content on there. Every month there's new Seinfeld episodes. Perfect. If you don't want to pay for Seinfeld, you're not willing to buy a season of it or get Hulu, you can always come here and watch some free episodes as you clean the house, do some paperwork, whatever. The other free service here I want to show off is Tubi. Now this is just like Sony Crackle, partners with Paramount, all kinds of other places. They say they have the largest catalog of free movies and TV shows. You can see they have the original Titanic movie, Last Castle, Conan the Barbarian, all kinds of really well-known movies and TV shows, even classics like Platoon. Here's some most popular, of course. Halloween is almost here, so you can see a lot of Halloween-related movies. Zookeeper. Let's go horror again, Halloween, comedy movies. Not Netflix, which is kind of cool. They have a whole category here, stuff you won't find on Netflix, like Yours, Mine, Ours, School of Rock, Titanic, and more. Where is the TV shows? Okay, maybe it's over here. They have things like family movies and more. They do have a lot of TV shows included with it, and it's a really great collection. I highly recommend you check out Tubi. Again, you can create a free account, which will allow you to do things like start watching here and finish on another one, but Tobe TV is a great option that I highly recommend you check out. Next one is a free service. This one's Hoopla. There's another one like it called Canopy. I'm going to demonstrate Hoopla here, and what you have to do is log in. It's free, but you need a public library card to use it. Most public libraries either offer Hoopla or Canopy. What they allow you to do is to watch movies and TV shows through it, 100% free on it, that you can get access to everything you want with from your public library streaming on your Fire TV. So Hoopla's got a lot of Disney content, Nickelodeon TV shows. Canopy has a ton of other content with it. It also gives you access to things like ebooks and audiobooks and music through other devices. Hoopla has a Amazon Echo skill where you can listen to your music and through there. But with this, if you have a library card, you're able to borrow content, watch it on the Fire TV. Highly recommend you do this. If you're not using your public library, you should. Your public library is a great resource. Not only do they have streaming services like Hoopla and Canopy, but of course they have CDs and DVDs and more where you can walk in there and pick it up. Really good deal on that, and 100% free. So check out Hoopla. Canopy's the other one. To use it though, go to your local public library. Your tax dollars are paying for it. Say, hey, I heard you may have a streaming service. Often they talk about it on their website. If you check out their website, and they'll say, yeah, we use Canopy, we use Hoopla. Maybe they have a different one I don't know about, and they'll walk you through how you take your card, you link it to their service, and then you can borrow movies and TV shows. There are limits on it. You can't just access everything like Netflix, but you can get 10 or so movies that you can stream at any given time, audiobooks, songs, and more. Next up is the last one, and this is again kind of a category. This is iHeartRadio. There are others like TuneIn and more, Spotify, Amazon Music. I think Spotify is on here. Don't count me on that, but there's all tons of streaming music services on here. And often, if you're like me, the best sound system in your house is the one connected to your TV. So if you want to have a really good party music, often I like to use these, whether it be Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, and more, where I can go in here and stream music, and then it's kind of cool because it shows you what song is playing, so no one asks you, what song is that? And then it's all right there through your sound system as people are over, or you clean the house, or enjoying some time with friends and family. So there are my top 10 Fire TV apps that every new Fire TV owner should have. Now this is my list. I'd love to hear from you what you think of these apps. Leave me a comment, let me know what ones you would suggest from the official Fire TV store. Which one of these are your favorite? Are you new to Fire TV? Has this helped you find something new to try out? Leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, it really does help us. And hopefully we've helped you learn something new about your Fire TV.